Janelle. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, do not hesitate to subscribe, leave a comment, give this video a thumbs up if you like the video, share the video, and do not forget to turn on your post notifications because it's important. Anyway, so today this video is going to be different. I'm going to be painting these two pictures right here that I got. Okay, so this one I got off of Etsy. And this one I got off of Google. So let me just give you the little backstory. Okay, so I told you I Google stuff all the time. So I was Googling like sketch, like Black African American sketches, you know, for painting and things like that. So there was so many different things that came up, but all of them were like, you know, websites that will send you a sketch, yada yada yada. Anyway, so Etsy came up, and this particular picture, which seems very simple, you know, that's why I chose it. It was like $30 something if the artist sent you the sketch of it, which I didn't really understand how the sketch was gonna be, or you can print it out for $8. So okay, yeah, I know I spent $8 for this, which I'm not mad because I did support a artist. But anyway, this one right here I got for free. I just Googled just what I said, and then other stuff was coming up, and then I just screenshotted it and printed it out. So if that's what you want to do, I would, you know, just suggest that you just keep Googling stuff so that you can find something free. So today I got my coffee, the coffee that I showed in my previous vlog, which is really good. So let me take a little squeeze. That is some good coffee. Okay, so I have my paint colors that I'm going to be using. Oops. Black, brown, white, and 2 shades of paint. If you want to know where I purchased everything I spoke about in the last video. But this, except for these two, because I didn't have these yet. So anyway. Yeah, so today I'm going to be talking about random topics. One of the topics I'm going to speak about, it ain't even I never really talk about it because I really don't care that much about it. But I'm going to speak about that topic just along with other, you know, random topics. So anyway, I do want to say I've always admired people who can draw and paint. I just always admired that, like, from a very young age. So my son used to draw, and I wish that I would have pushed it more because who knows, he could be an artist right now. But I'm the type of person, I've always loved the stationery aisle, like forever. I cannot remember not loving the stationery aisle when I go to stores. So as a, you know, when I was young, before I even had my son, I always bought notebooks and pens and like colored pencils and things like that because I always loved those things. So once I had my son, I always made sure he had lots of paper, you know, ink pens, markers, crayons, coloring books, things like that. Of course, pencils, because I always just love stationery, and I wanted to push that on him because that's what you do. So he really could draw, and I just wish that he would have kept on going with it. Maybe I could have or should have pushed it a little harder, and who knows what the outcome would have been. But now we're here. If you don't know, my son is 24 years old. So anyway, so today I'm going to attempt to draw these. I don't know how it's gonna go. I don't. But draw, paint, almost the same. So I don't know. This one looks very, very easy, but I just don't know. I just don't know. So I'm going to start off with I'm gonna start off with just, what is it? I think I'm gonna mix brown and white paint because I want the background of the canvas to be brown and white because I love wood, I love browns, I love neutral colors, I love them. So I think that's what I'm gonna do first. So okay, so this little easel is kind of shaky, so I'm gonna hold it. And then I'm going to show y'all, of course. I'm going to turn it around and show y'all as I'm going along with it. But I'm not, you know, I really hope that they come out right. I really do. I really hope they come out right. So today I'm going to speak about why being single is so frowned upon. Okay. I think it's very highly frowned upon just in society, period. I really do. I'm not sure why. I just, you know, I can't speak for all single people or whatever, but I just don't know why. I think maybe people think that if a woman is single, she can't keep a man. But do you all ever look at, like, if the man can't keep the woman? Because that's always a great possibility. That's a great possibility. It's not always one-sided, you know, where a woman can't keep a man, you know. I just don't really understand why is it so frowned upon. And it's not frowned upon from any particular gender. It's practically both. Yeah, it's practically both. Like, other women, you know, they think if a woman is single, then she might possibly want your man. Like I say again, I can't speak for all single women because every woman is different. Every woman carries herself different. But I just think it's like a little absurd to, you know, think that if a person is single, she might possibly want your man. That's just, it depends on the person. It depends on so many different factors, you know. Like, every single woman isn't a thirsty person. That's what I really, you know, hope that somebody watching this can understand. Like, that is a very bad stereotype. It's a very bad stereotype. I believe that being single is not a bad thing. I also think that most women should stay single until they find the person that they are equally yoked with, until they find the man that they are in sync with. I don't think that there's nothing wrong with staying single until that happens. I do not believe in women going out seeking, looking, and chasing for men. That's my belief, my opinion. I do not. Okay, so, okay, this is what we looking like so far. Just painting the background. And I got my incense going. So, I got this new incense case. The ones that the other ones I had, they kind of call them caskets. I don't know why, but anyway, it's always been called that. But I got that one from eBay. So just, y'all, I told y'all before, I still shop on eBay. So anyway, yeah, so I think that, you know, women should, you know, when you're dating a person, no two people are alike. We know that. Society says that opposites attract. That never really worked for me. You know, that never really worked for me. It just never did. So anyway, I believe you have to find someone that share a lot of the same interests as you. Okay, because if not, I just feel like there's going to be so much conflict, like, constantly. Who wants to live like that with a whole bunch of conflict? Like, I can honestly tell you guys that being single is so peaceful. Oh my gosh. It's so peaceful. But, you know, it depends on you as a person, because some people, like I said in one of my videos, they would literally crumble if they are alone. And I think it's so sad, but that's the world we live in. This coffee is so good. I have the Cold Stone creamer in here. So yeah, I just wanted, you know, to just say that, because I don't know why is it such like a horrible stereotype with that. But again, it depends on the person. And I'm not here to change nobody's mind. If that's what you believe, and they the people that you know that are like overly thirsty, because there are plenty of men that are in relationships that are super thirsty, okay, that are still seeking other women. It's just a fact. This ain't my opinion. This is a fact. Okay, so Oh yeah, this paint, I forgot, this brown is kind of thick. I forgot. The other ones came right out, but the brown one, I forgot. It's kind of like a bronzy color. So I'm using this just to get it out. So yeah, my past career, if you watch that video, I spoke about it. One thing I'm gonna tell you, I love black love. I am a advocate for black love. I think it is amazing, okay? I think it's amazing. A lot of my old co-workers were married. I embrace black love. I think it is just the best thing since sliced bread, okay? But a lot of people that I worked with, they were married, but they didn't act like they were married. And I just used to be like, okay, it just was like really crazy. Like, they did not act like they were married. Like, they were dealing with so many people at the job, whereas you would be like, you would literally, me being a single person, working around people like that. Now, of course, it wasn't everybody, but working around people like that for 2 decades, it would make you frown upon being married, honestly, because again, it's not everybody. But when you see stuff like that, you like, what is the point in being married if a person is not conducting themselves like they are married? Like, what is the point? But it was just bizarre, like the level of infidelity. It was bizarre. And I'm gonna tell y'all something that somebody had told me many, many years ago now. I always, when I tell y'all stories, I might be like, oh, this was years ago, because it really do be years ago. Of course, it's experiences. You hold on to certain things that people told you or things that you discussed. You hold on to that. That's just life. So a certain person had told me this many, many years ago. We were speaking about marriage and stuff like that. And I am a firm believer that you marry for love. And this is not something that I just decided that I think that it is. That's just what I think. That's just what I believe. And mind you, this was over 10 years ago that this person said, are you fucking crazy? You don't marry for love. Marriage is a partnership. Marriage is a business. You don't marry for in love. Is something wrong with you? And I was just like, I was taken back, like, what? And that always stick with me, like, I thought now we know that it's so much deeper than love. We know that, okay? But isn't that what, certain things attract you to a person, and the chemistry is what you build off of, and it turns into love? I mean, isn't that how it go? So I was appalled. Okay, this person is like 7 years older than me, so more experience, and that's just what they were married too. So that's what they said, and I'm just like, and that always stick with me, like, huh? I don't know. So let me see. Oh my goodness. So y'all gonna see little splatters on the wall. I noticed that some of the paint got on the wall. I'll get it off with a magic eraser. I ain't worried about that. But let me see if I can draw this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It looks so easy, but so y'all see I'm using this little tiny brush, and I'm gonna show y'all in a second. But yeah, this paint, it's watercolor paint, so I know it'll come off. I ain't worried about that. Let's see. Okay. Okay. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about. This is what's happening so far. Let me know what y'all think about what I just said. Like, leave a comment. This video, of course, isn't to persuade anyone that feels like, however y'all feel about what I'm speaking about. It's not to persuade you to think any other way. This is what I know, this is what I think. But I just feel like we need to start normalizing, self-love and just building ourselves up and knowing who you are before you get into a relationship or before you seek out to be in a relationship. Again, I think black love is amazing, okay? But I just feel like society shouldn't put a stigma on being single as if it's something wrong with it, because you can really flourish and you can reach really high potentials when you don't have to deal with the chaos of another person coming into your life, because we all have baggage. You should know that. We all have some sort of baggage, whether it's physically, mentally, we all have some sort of baggage. So when you have another person that comes into your life, it's things that you have to do to keep the person around, but the person has to want to be kept first. Let me make that clear. You have to want to be kept, okay? But I don't know, it's so free when you're single and you can just wake up when you want to get up. You can cook breakfast when you want to cook breakfast. You can cook dinner. Now, I don't know if I've ever shared this with you all, but I'm the type of person, I will literally cook like a 3-course meal at 12 o'clock midnight. I do this all the time. This is nothing new. I have been doing it on and off for years. If I have a taste for something and I have everything, I'm cooking it. I don't care what time it is. But when you are in relationships, sometimes you can't do all of those things. So you just weigh your pros and cons, again, get in a relationship when it's best for you. But being single is just so peaceful. You don't have to answer to anybody about anything. Oh my goodness. You just don't. Okay, so I got that one. Let me go this way. Okay. Now, I gotta see something, because I'm gonna try to draw her neckline. Y'all might laugh at this picture, but there's nothing wrong with trying. And let me go in with skinnier. Let's see. And then I'm gonna show y'all in a second. But so far, not bad. Trying to, let's see, I'm gonna do this one. Okay. And then, okay. Okay. We making progress. So let me do her eye, because I see she only got one eye. Then, I don't know, y'all could hear the bird channel because I have it on for energy so that he can leave me alone. It's very low though, but you might be able to hear it. Let me draw. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm getting scared with her lips, because I don't know. Let me see. So I feel like I'm gonna have to fix her lips because I really messed up right there. And right now I'm gonna do this one. So it's like boom, 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 boom. Okay. Okay, y'all. So I feel like I had messed up her, like this whole area, her lips and her nose. So I kind of like wiped it off with a towel, and I'm trying to start over on that part because I didn't like it. So I don't know. It's like it's looking real crazy because I wiped it off. And remember, it was black, so I had to repaint it with like the brown and, you know, white mixture that I have the background. So, I don't know. It's looking real crazy. Shout out to the local artists out there. Not even local, just artists, period. Whether you can draw, paint, or anything. I mean, it's a really big deal. It's a big deal to be able to be so skilled. It's a big deal. Okay, so I'm going to show y'all how I removed her nose and her lips. So, I didn't want to make this video too long. But I did want to speak on that. Like, we have to normalize, and not because self-love has become a trend, because it's just, you just keep saying certain stuff over and over. Self-love has always been a thing, okay? It has always been a thing. It's not a trend. Well, it shouldn't be a trend, but it seems to be a trend. Like, people keep, you know, y'all know what trends is. So anyway, yeah, so basically I just wanted to, you know, make a video a little differently and speak about what I just spoke about, because I don't normally touch topics like that because I don't really care to. It's like you don't have to explain, you know, or make people understand certain things that they clearly just don't want to understand. It's a waste of energy. It really is. But just know that for anybody in the back, if a person is alone does not mean they are lonely. It depends on what fulfills you in life. Are you doing things that fulfill you? Because we all, you know, have to make money, and sometimes we have to take jobs and stuff that we just would rather not do. But you have to do certain things that you don't want to do to get where you want to be. But long as you are being fulfilled in, I would say, the majority of your life, that's what matters, whether you're single or in a relationship. I don't think that people should frown upon people who are single, because a lot of people that are in relationships, they not all that they cracked up to be. I mean, clearly we see it in the media and stuff like that all the time. So, and I'm not one of the single people that bash married people. Like, I don't even really think about stuff like that. It really don't cross my mind. I'm just striving to live more free. You know what I mean? Like, on every aspect. In every aspect of my life, I want to be more free. I just want to do what I want to do and to be more free-minded with everything, you know. I don't want to fall into the pressures of life, the pressures of the world, because like I said in a few other videos, the world is so loud. Like, it's so loud. You gotta shut things down and just love on yourself and do things that make you happy, you know. That's what life is all about. You have to do things that make you happy. So here I am again. I want to hurry up and just show y'all, like, if I'm able to make her lips look like something, because and this looks so easy, y'all, but it's like certain parts of it that's not that easy. So I don't really like it. I'm a paint over it, and I'm gonna try it again, like in the facial area. Yeah, I'm gonna try it again. But this look crazy. See, all right here, I don't like this part. So yeah, I'm gonna do that part over. I'm gonna just try it again. I'm gonna get it right because this is so minimal. I'm gonna get it right. But I did want to say thank y'all so much for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, share the video. Don't forget to subscribe, the whole 9, and enjoy the rest of your day. See you in a few days.